Hey, what's up? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself. And today is the return of Guild Wars 2, Heart of Thorns. I don't know if I heard Heart of Thorns, but I did remember hearing Guild Wars 2. I think it's like an MMO, but I could be wrong. I'll look that up in a second. Heart of Thorns main theme. And after that, we are listening to the Seraph from Sergeant Bizarro and Reyna, requested by G-Dog. Thank you very much. I'm gonna do some research into what Guild Wars I've heard before, but it's been a while. Let's get into it. Guild Wars 2, main theme of Heart of Thorns. Let's go. Composed by McLean Diamir. This is my third time hearing Guild Wars 2. First thing I thought it was Game of Thrones, to be honest. I don't know if that was the intention, but... Ooh, I like that. Ooh, I like that even more, the harmony. I like this logo too, the dragon. It's an expansion pack. That's now 11 years old. Ooh, this is good. Dun, 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 dun. Wow, it sounds so triumphant. Like, it's like powering me through. Snare roll? I like that. This is the main theme? It sounds like I'm getting ready for war. You know, I'm kind of sad that was that short, but at the same time, it's like the perfect length. Something that short, I feel like, only plays like in the main menu or something right before you click like new game or something. I didn't look much into it. I just saw like the release date was 2015 and it's an expansion. Is this game still going? I feel like MMOs are kind of those like, immortal type games until like the new one comes. So I don't know if there's like another Guild Wars after this or if this is still the latest one. I don't know. It's a world I don't really understand. Never really played these kind of games, but this is what I would call like exciting orchestral ambience. Like, yeah, it's ambience, but it's just done very well. It reminds me of stuff like Halo or, you know, very popular TV shows like Game of Thrones, stuff like that, where it's like very cinematic, but it's also, more importantly, immersive. You know, there's a big difference between just having horns and flutes and like these big drums, as opposed to something that kind of puts you there and you just, you know, you release the mind and you're in there, and that's really cool. And if this is the main theme for that, then that's like, from what I read, an expansion. So it's setting the tone for the entire expansion, Who knows how big it is? Maybe it's like an entirely other 60 hours or something like that. Whatever it is, it's definitely painting the picture. I don't know how that compares to the original Guild Wars 2 soundtrack. I don't remember. It's been a while. For me, recording this, I heard Guild Wars 2 with Fear Not This Night, followed by Arene, Dragon Full of Light, and To Rear the Forgotten City. And that was almost a year ago. So I don't really recall. But this is the first time I hear Heart of Thorns, which is so intriguing of a name, right? It sounds like it sounds like kind of a metaphor for the antagonist or something. You know, why are they so evil that they have to have a Heart of Thorns? Or okay, well, I mean, that's that. It really preps you. Like, that was really invigorating. Is the kind of song like what I would use there. Pump me up. The Seraph. Okay. Apparently this soundtrack is huge, because 4 discs. By the way, this is back to the original soundtrack now. So, okay. This is the Seraph. Oh, it says right here. Oh, this is Jeremy Soule? Okay. Well, that explains that. Theme from the battle with the Sovereign Eye of Zaitan. This is a battle theme. Is this a game where you fight or befriend religious figures? There's definitely an emphasis on that dragon. It's in the logo on the 2 in the bottom right. Dude, this composer knows how to write some like powerful stuff. Didn't he do Dragonborn? Is that Skyrim? I forgot. Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Was that Jeremy? It was Jeremy. Okay. I remember that because that song stood out to me. Oh, it's almost over. I just noticed this is track 2. Do you do this battle very early on? This is really good orchestral stuff. You guys, I think most of you may or may not know how I feel about orchestral stuff. Long story short, TLDR, you got to play the game to really feel that kind of stuff. It's okay on its own, but I think most would agree that you just got to experience it in the game to really feel it. You know, like for example, I love a lot of Bear McCreary's work from God of War. A lot of it's orchestral, you know. Not sure if I would necessarily recommend it for like listening on its own, as good as it may be. But in the game, whew, that's just, you know, an example I can use for a game that I know. But here on the channel, right, you know, people send me whatever they want. Their connection to the game, they have this memory that's probably connected to a really awesome moment, or they want to talk about it amongst their peers in the comments. So it took me a while to realize that, you know. At first I was like, it was kind of a question of like, I wonder why they sent this to me, you know, because truth be told, I don't really know what I'm doing, you know. There's no rule book on becoming a content creator overnight. I just kind of got thrown in here, and people liked what I said, so I just kept going, and before I knew it, I had a gigantic backlog of people wanting to hear my opinion. So it's I've learned a lot, and I'm still constantly learning, and I've noticed that after like a year, I was like, oh, you know, what am I talking about? Like, this is just because people want to send me what they want to send me, and that's the whole point, and that's kind of what I prefer. You know, I don't want people to send requests based on what they think I may like, because I guess like it's like the golden rule, like never assume, because you just never know if someone's going to connect with it. But that's not the whole point here. The point is just the love of video game music and like sharing it to others. Also, there's people that are on this journey with me, so they hear the songs for the first time as well. That's really cool. I really admire that, you know, people that because I have to imagine that every video I upload, maybe 70% is people that have played the game. That makes sense, right? I do that. I watch stuff that's relevant to me, but there's, you know, a good amount of people also that they're just curious, and they're on this jukebox of video game with me, and just to find what else is out there. And it's always really cool and humbling to read those comments like, oh, I bought this game because of this video, or I heard this, you know, whatever. So, but I feel like Guild Wars might be one of those games where I might underestimate it. I think this game is bigger than I think it is. Not sure why. It just feels that way. And then I see the composer. I'm like, oh, they've made music for games that are considered some of like the best of all time for a lot of people, like Skyrim. So there's this just kind of elegance to it. There's this really over the top production, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but it's like it's really well done. It's like overqualified almost. And yet I still think it's barely telling a snippet of the story of Guild Wars. So yeah, you're gonna have to mind me. I don't understand the MMO world, but I do understand like its capacity and its like staying power. Some of my biggest videos on this channel are MMO related, so I definitely am aware that it's a strong force in the video game world. I remember being a teenager and always hearing about World of Warcraft. That's all I heard about. All my friends played it. My friends' brothers played it. I had a friend's mom who played it. I never got into it, but I knew about it, you know? It made me even curious. I'm like, what the heck is World of Warcraft? Maybe I should play it, but it's just never called my name, you know? And they're probably really good, and that's probably why I'm staying away from them, because I don't have time to have taken away from me anymore. But let me know. These both sounded really, even though they're two different, essentially kind of two different games, right? Base game, expansion. They both have this sense of just firing you up, especially the first one, which is the main theme. This one sounded like it sounded like it was a battle theme, right? Theme from the battle with the Sovereign Eye of Zaiton, and it's track 2. So, are you just like in the thick of it as soon as the game starts? Either way, sounds cool. I can't wait to hear the comments, because this is a game that doesn't get featured too often, but there's requests for it. There's just a lot of requests, and I'm trying. So, that being said, thank you to the requesters. Thanks to everyone you see here. I couldn't be here without them. I'm going to listen to Dragonborn again. I haven't heard that in a while. I remember that song sounded like it reminded me of FF15, which I know came from Skyrim first. Anyways, thanks to everyone on the screen. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. Truly. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Take it easy.